Hi guys, so this is part 2 of my OnePlus 2 videos. The first one was about what's missing on the OnePlus 2 and why I don't care. The second part though is why did I cancel my order, and this has a few reasons. I thought about it a little bit longer and I just said no, I don't want it anymore. I hope the cancellation will go through, but what are the reasons why I cancelled my order? The first one would be it's after all not that cheap anymore, because with just the second swap style cover and the shipping I was already at 450 euros. Still sounds reasonable, sounds affordable, yes, but think again. Here in Germany at least I can already get now as S6 for the price. I can get a G4 for the price that has a lot more well-rounded specs. So as you can see, it's not that compelling anymore. And with the Moto X style coming soon, that could be somewhere in that price range as well. It is not far and definitely not cheap anymore. So that's one reason. The second reason, after all, it's too big for me. 5.5 inches with the weight of it can be used. I could get along with it, but having used a 5.2 incher for so long, a 5.5 incher there before, and then again a 5 incher before, I just noticed that 5.2 is just way more convenient for me to use. I can live with 5.5, but on a daily basis, if I have the choice, I still prefer the more compact feel, which just allows me to use it more convenient. That's the second thing. The third reason is the Snapdragon 810. This alone would already be reason enough, because I did so many videos where I said I wouldn't ever recommend a device with an 810 if you have already something like a 801, 800 even, or 805, because the upgrade in terms of performance is just not big enough. But we have issues, and there are also things. I asked Kevin the Tech Ninja, how about the performance and how would it compare with the Nexus 5? Or I mean the Nexus 6, which is still my benchmark for smooth performance. And he said, yeah, it could be just his mind, but if he remembers correctly, the Nexus 6 still felt smoother. And this is what I assumed, because there is something about Nexus devices, even though the OnePlus 1 back then was very, very close to that Nexus experience, it still isn't the same. And I don't wanna have a device that isn't even on that level, that is already 1 year old. So Snapdragon 810, battery issues, it gets warm, no overheating maybe, and so on, but the performance should be a noticeable upgrade, which it doesn't seem to be. The next thing then, which is also a reason because of the Snapdragon 810, is the battery life. The battery life, from all I see, doesn't seem to be that good. There are a few people saying 4.5 hours, and I've seen even people seeing 6 hours after the new update and so on. But from the people that I trust, that I see stats, I see 3.5 hours. So I always calculate with the worst possible scenario, which would be 3.5, which is enough for me. But I just don't want to go back from 5 to 6 hours to this value. So also quite a big bummer, and one of the reasons why I canceled. The next, it is after all nothing really outstanding. It doesn't have any feature that another one doesn't have. Yes, the fingerprint reader maybe is nice, but definitely not so compelling for me, and all the other things as well. So what it has is nothing special. Then it's just not worth the upgrade for me, because I already have a Z3 with an 801, and the 820 isn't that far off either, because I still don't have an envy about all those new devices. I played with the S6, with the HTC One M9, with the G Flex 2, not yet with the G4, and all of those devices, even though being really, really nice, still weren't compelling enough for me to say, yes, I definitely want a new phone, because my old one with a proper custom ROM, slightly tweaked, still is on the performance level, no issues at all. It's therefore a little bit more snappier, actually feels a bit lightweight, has better battery life. Okay, some other things like the camera aren't that good, but I don't care about the camera. So definitely for me not worth an upgrade. For a lot of people maybe yes, if you have an older device, I get it, but not for me. And the last issue would be, I could once again, as already on the OnePlus 1, run into customer support issues. Back then last year I had a flawed device, actually both were a little bit flawed, and I had to go through a lot of trouble getting through the support, getting answers, and nothing was really satisfying. They didn't offer me to get the device back for free, get my money, and it was a long process. I had a lot of times where I just waited like a week for an answer and all that. And I think for the price you pay, you should deserve the level of the quality you get from devices. You pay pretty much the same amount. Because if I buy here an LG G4 or an S6 or an HTC device, I can immediately return it in the store or in the online shop or somewhere else. But in the case with OnePlus One, I have to ship it back, maybe even on my costs. And this can take weeks and weeks if it even works, because last time it didn't work out. I just gave up, said, okay, I will live with the issue. I reselled it on my own. That was the case, and this is something I don't really want to do once again if I don't save a lot of money. If it would have been $100 less, then I would say, okay, therefore I save a lot of money. But this time it's not the case anymore, and I just don't want to risk it going through that once again. So these are my reasons why I canceled my order. Maybe it won't even get through the cancellation, because they said me once it's in processing, it will be shipped either way. So I still hope it will be cancelled and I won't get it. Otherwise I will just, I think, review it and then resell it, because I definitely don't want it anymore after thinking a little bit longer. It is a very, very nice device, but I can't justify spend that kind of money. Okay, these were my reasons. If you have thought about something else, or if you think completely different, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, give me a like, reshare it, or subscribe to my channel, whatever you want. Okay, until next time, bye.